Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you find yourself right now. If it's Sunday or Monday for you, happy, wonderful weekend or week, wherever you find yourself in the world. If you're on the same side as me, happy Saturday, have an enjoyable weekend and a safe weekend and a safe and great day. Today, I will speak on a topic that is important for me, and I'm sure it's very important for the differently able community, but the able bodied community doesn't think about it, consider it, or speak on it. They shut it down. And this topic is called, or we all know it as, welcoming. What I mean by that is, for example, a differently able person goes out to a restaurant with a wheelchair, crutches, but whoever is an able body looks at them with the difficulty of how they're going to eat, how they're going to wipe their mouth with a napkin, how are they going to do this, do that. Well, first off, if you didn't know, now you're going to know. They have a sign at restaurants. Now, I've seen these at very few restaurants, and I believe restaurants should have it more put on their windows. But it says that basically they can't deny you service. Excuse me, refuse to give you service. They have to treat you equally like they would treat someone without physical challenges or limitations. Now, the reason I want to speak on this is because me, as a person who deals with a wheelchair and as an able-bodied individual, differently able individual, I don't find it fair how I mentioned to you a couple days ago that you go to a restaurant or you go anywhere and they got stairs, ramps, but then they have a ramp and then they have stairs. However, they horribly designed the location. In other words, it's not wheelchair accessible. And that throws me off, but what throws me off too is when you come in contact with a waitress or waiter or host and they give you the most crappiest service in front of your face the minute they see the wheelchair, the minute they see a cane, the minute they see a walker, whatever mobility device you have to survive and move around. I don't find that fair, neither for me or for someone who has more of a challenge with their physical limitations. And even if you're an able body, I don't find it fair either to be mistreated. I don't find it fair how people can mistreat you for this and that reason. It's not fair. It's something that bothers me. And if nobody speaks on it, I will. And I will continue to do so. But the reason I mentioned this, I want to bring awareness. I want to wake up the world. I want to wake up the society on the challenges we face. It's not just being physically limited. It's not just the obstacle or obstacles of going to a place and it not being handicapped accessible enough for the different labeled group or person that's going there. And then we have to deal with crappy service from a waiter or waitress or host just because this square person who has a square mindset and doesn't get out of their square mentality and is a square thinks, oh, just because this person is doing that or this person looks like this, I have all the right in their ignorant head to mistreat them. No, it shouldn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Not in my eyes. And yeah, I may suck at being able to do these videos as great as whoever wants to see them. But I'm doing the best for me. I'm doing the best for you. I'm doing the best to not only speak up for the different level community, but that is my goal, mainly to speak for them. I also want you to know that I'm speaking up for the able-bodied community, because a lot of times the able-bodied community sees this obstacle, sees that obstacle, but because they can get over it, hop over it, get around it without a problem, they don't see it as an issue. So if you're an able-bodied, you're a caregiver, a nurse, whatever you are, or if you have multiple occupations with helping people, help me, help yourself, help those around you, help strangers, speak up for situations that nobody speaks up for. I'm speaking up for you right now, but I hope this message goes through your head, you absorb it well, you understand it best to your ability, and spread this message and awareness that can change the world for a better tomorrow, can do a very strong positive impact on you and those around you, whether you're a nurse, an employee at the market, whatever you are, it doesn't matter. If you're gonna do things the right way. If I'm gonna do something, even though I get tongue-tied throughout these videos, but that's alright, because I'm doing my best. And doing my best is the best version of the organic me, the real me, the truth. So if I'm gonna bring you the truth, I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in and for what I see wrong. On this channel, you're not gonna hear other topics. Every now and then you might hear something, but if you heard my music connects with certain things that I speak on, but you won't hear a lot of it in my verses when as much as you will when I speak about this topic in these videos or topics in the videos you will watch in the future. I need your help to be vocal about what we face in our everyday lives, whether we're an able body or not, whether we have multiple, if not one severe, if not one minor physical impairment. I'm not speaking only for autism, Down syndrome, uh, list goes on and on. I'm not speaking for just one particular person. I'm doing the best to bring you the truth, to wake you up and speak for as many people as I can reach. And speak for a large, large, large audience. Not just myself, not just you, not just the square waiter or waitress at the restaurant or the square nurse in the hospital that just works as a nurse because she likes the financial pleasure, or he likes the financial pleasure. If you're in that job, if you're in any job, you just do it for the money, you don't do it because you're passionate about it, you don't deserve to be there. Sorry, but not sorry, to be honest with you. But the truth is the truth, and I'm gonna give you the honesty that it is. So yeah, if you're there and you take a job, you take a role with a huge responsibility, and you're doing it for money, you're in the mentally in your own head, you're in the wrong spot. First of all, second, you need to quit that job and find a job that actually makes you enjoy your life. Don't just do it for the bank. Don't do it for all the numbers or all the zeros you see on the fat check. It's not about that. The minute you do it for financial status, you're mentally broken. So hopefully, if you're mentally broken, if you're mentally broken, I hope I can mentally repair you, make you become awake of your situation, of my situation, of our situation, of the world's situation, and bring that knowledge and that support for a better tomorrow. Because your tomorrow affects everybody's tomorrow, not just your girlfriend, not just your square boyfriend, not just your square cousins, whatever you have, whatever's around you, and even if it's just you alone with your pet, dog or cat, that affects them too. Everything's a reflection of you, and everything is a reflection of us as a whole, as everybody in the world. So let's do the right things, move in the right way, stick up for ourselves, our human rights, the right way. Human rights don't only exist when you get stopped by police officers and they ask you to show your license along with your registration, and they look up your license plate. Man, I could be wrong when I say this. I don't know. In my opinion, I think when someone gets pulled over by a police officer, the person is either going to stop because they chose to do the right thing, or keep going and pick up the pace even faster. But I'm sure when the cop already has the intention in mind to pull the person over, I don't know, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, because I'm not in that field. But my guess is they're probably already looking up your license plate. Or if not, they already have that in mind too. Okay, the minute I'm gonna pull this person over, I'm gonna run the license plate. You have to remember, the license plate is like a social security number. I think tracks you down anywhere. You could be in Beijing, and they'll know you live in the East Coast, in New York, for example. But what I'm trying to say is that your choices affect your tomorrow. My choices affect my tomorrow. That's why I do the best to select the right decision. So when I do it tomorrow, I'm not stressing out. I'm not complaining, regretting, or giving you false information, or giving myself false information. I want to do as much as I can right, so I don't fall victim to something I didn't do right. And I know you may have a hard time understanding what I'm saying, but we're all smart here. No one's dumb. You just have to know and learn how you understand, see, hear, and read, and how you're told certain things. So break it down, and you'll understand it in your own way, in your own mental speed of knowledge, in your own mental speed of comprehension. I may get tongue-tied every now and then. That's alright. I'm not worried about it, because this world is imperfect, because the humans in it are imperfect. I'm an imperfect human, just like you are too. There's no such thing as perfection. When you see cars on the freeway, you're gonna notice there's cars going faster, slower. Some are more behind, others are more ahead. That just shows you that everybody's moving at their own rhythm. Whether they're going the same direction or different directions. But you know what? There's only one direction in life, and that's the right way to do things. So, to you waiters, to you able-bodies and different able-bodied people, please help us, help me, help yourselves to treat each other with the best treatment you will give yourself, the best treatment you will give anybody, your children, grandchildren, your pet, your mom, your dad, etc. And hopefully we can turn today's obstacles into tomorrow's accomplishments. At least that's my goal here, from me to you. That's my goal. Help you out so we can brighten up today's tough situations and make them brighter tomorrow before we wake up out of bed. Thank you for watching. I don't need to apologize for the way I am, for what I'm saying. Yet, I appreciate those who are going to watch this once it's available. And I appreciate those that have been watching my videos, not just heard me rap many years ago or recently from videos you hear on my channel. And if you've been listening to my music, thank you. If you haven't and you're new to finding that out about me, thank you. But yeah, if you watch this, just share it, subscribe, and remember, you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm just doing the best to help you out, help the world out, help myself out. I'll see you guys soon, in a few days or tomorrow, whenever I want to upload a new clip. You guys have a great weekend and stay safe.